Welcome, family, friends, Augustana faculty and staff, and class of 2013. The Augustana motto reads, "Come to learn, leave to serve." I took comfort in that message freshman year because it said to me, don't panic. It's okay you're not ready for the real world yet. You've come here to learn. We will prepare you so that when it is your time to leave, you will be ready. Well, our sitting here in caps and gowns means that we've reached the crux in that phrase. We're on the cusp of leaving, so we have to ask ourselves, are we ready? I don't know about all of you, but I've been pretty nervous about today, so I needed an answer to that question. I mean, are we really ready to leave and to enter the real world, a place without midnight madness, semester shutdown, or extended holiday breaks? A place without an unlimited meal plan, big events, or a campus safety officer to unlock my car or to jumpstart my car in the winter. So, are we ready? Well, I decided as a graduation gift to you all to do a little research and find the answer to that question, to find out what we've learned the past 4 years. And what better place to begin looking, I thought, than the various areas of the general education plan with which we've become so familiar. So after studying just 6 gen ed areas, I can tell you with confidence what a Viking learns at Augustana College. So let's begin. In Area 1A, Music and Pyromania, a Viking learns that we didn't start the fire. A cougar, however, learns something different here, like burn, baby, burn. In Area 1B, Mathematical Reasoning, every smart Viking Augieholic learns that 20 times 3-pointers equals $3 pizza. And $3 pizza is a function of wild cheering and occasional booing of that man. Area 1C, Food Science, teaches us breakfast is a meal eaten no sooner than 10 a.m., and that nothing cures a headache like the Augie fried chicken bowl. Area 1D, Vocabulary, taught us a variety of phrases you really can't make it in this world without, like Augie Advantage, Augie Hot, and Sesquicentennial. In Area 1E, Norwegian Studies, every Viking choir member learns that the Norwegian national anthem ought to be sung at every significant occasion, preferably while wearing the closest thing Sabres has to Norwegian sweaters. And finally, Area 1F, the Johnny Home Band. Well, that area speaks for itself. After collecting data, I began analysis. I returned to my original research question. Are we ready? Believe it or not, I discovered sweaters, pizza, flaming dumpsters, and sesquicentennials have something in common. They, like us, belong to the same place. This is the most important thing that we've learned at Augustana, what it means to be part of a place, something with experience, history, and memory. You'll be part of a place the rest of your lives, within your family, religious tradition, school system, or company. The tricky part is living well in a place, living consciously with others, and that is precisely what we've learned to do at Augie. Let me explain. I recently spoke with a dear friend of mine about one of our most treasured memories on this campus, the blooming of the crabapple trees. If you were on campus today, you probably saw them on your walk over here from brunch. But the first time she and I noticed them was the spring of our freshman year, just before finals week, after what must have been the longest, coldest, hardest winter in the history of winters, when the trees outside the freshman dorms blossomed. They filled with beautiful pink flowers and for 10 days rained petals. The walk to class felt like a slow-motion scene in a movie because the petals slowly floated from the top of the trees all the way to the ground, a descent you could follow inch by inch with your eyes. Time stopped. It was magical. It was in this conversation that I realized I wasn't the only one who experienced that. We may not be here to see it next spring, but when those pink blossoms trickle down from their lofted nests, someone will be. So why is this important? What does it matter if generations of students notice the tree blossoms, rally at Oli's feet before the 26th Street tussle, star in Viking varieties, or enjoy football games from the soft grass beams of Kirkby over? The importance is not in the specifics, but in the idea of things that tie us in community. We will encounter blossoming trees and Oli statues in our workplaces, churches, neighborhoods, nation, and our world. And we need to take notice. Here at Augustana, we've learned how to live well with one another despite our differences. We need to maintain this skill when we leave here. Our world today is often so focused on what separates us, different religions, different races, different sexual orientations, that we forget what makes us the same. The ability to identify those threads of sameness is what prepares us for the real world. As I said, we are different. We are nurses, musicians, writers, teachers, athletes, coaches, politicians, accountants, analysts, journalists, scientists, and every other ist that I didn't mention. We are more than 400 people with different stories, but what we have in common is one of the most valuable skills we can ask our college give us. The ability to look one another in the eye and say, I know you. I know you have walked beneath the trees in bloom and noticed. I know you have spread a blanket, tossed a frisbee, or listened to a philosopher out on the green. And I know you've enjoyed an Augie fried chicken bowl and didn't regret a single minute of it. No matter what our stories read after this chapter, we'll always be tied to each other and to this place. And it is a wonderful place. So I remind you of our motto, come to learn, leave to serve. And of the question I posed, are we ready to leave to serve? Well, class of 2013, what do you think? Are we ready? Yes, of course we're ready. If we can live well in this place, we can live well anywhere. But we can't. And some are skeptical. But with Dr. Schotten's advice, we can live well anywhere. So it's a good thing he preceded me. But we can't forget those who got us here. Augustana faculty and staff, thank you. Thank you for helping us become great leaders and thinkers, for telling us when we've done well, and even more, when we could do better. Your high expectations have driven us to achievements worthy of the term excellent, and for that, we owe you great thanks. Family and friends, thank you for the joy you bring to our lives, for the care packages and home-cooked meals, for your encouragement and patience in our times of stress, and for the hugs we knew were coming when we walked in the door. Please don't stop doing that. Class of 2013, we've done some exceptional things this last 4 years. I'm overwhelmed by the goodness and brilliance that I see in all of you. I wish you the warmest congratulations on your accomplishments here and the best of luck as you head into the real world. I'm so, so proud of you, proud of us. We put in the time and the work, and now I can tell you with 100% confidence the conclusion to my research. We're ready. Thank you.